Republicans could come close to a supermajority this November. We're taking a closer look at what that could mean for the state of Wisconsin.
Plus, 2 people facing charges for an infant's death are still on the run. We investigate why their bond was set so low compared to similar cases in the state.
And we're learning why a beloved Richland Center High School teacher will not be teaching at the school next year. You're watching News Tree now at 5. Republicans running for the legislature are expected to come at least close to a supermajority.
If that happens, Wisconsin's governor says legislative leaders will have all the power. Political reporter Will Keneally delves into what that could mean for the state. Will?
Under the current maps approved by the Wisconsin Supreme Court, Republicans are expected to pick up at least a couple more seats. But if they have a good year, they could win a veto-proof supermajority, making the governor's veto power essentially meaningless. Governor Tony Evers says that his function of his office will look a lot different if that happens.
The state of Wisconsin will look a lot different.
That's Evers' reaction when faced with the possibility of a veto-proof majority in the legislature.
They'll run roughshod. I mean, it's not an idea that suddenly they're going to say, well, we want to talk to you, Tony, because we have all the power in the state.
Evers' veto pen has been a powerful tool for Democrats as a check on Republican legislation. Evers has vetoed more bills than any governor in state history. It's unlikely Evers himself will be put in that scenario. Republicans would have to have a very good Tommy Thompson-esque year to capture a supermajority. Evers would likely lose re-election in that scenario. But even a small bump for Republicans could make a difference.
The bigger the Republican majority, one, it's easier to sustain a majority vote. In other words, you can lose more members and still prevail.
But it also then puts conservative Democrats in play, like Kyrsten Sinema and Joe Manchin in the U.S. Senate.
There might be an issue in which you could pick off a few Democrats and get to a 2/3 majority to sustain a veto.
A bigger caucus could also create some interesting coalitions on the Republican side, like rural versus suburban Republicans.
You could have some diversity of opinions. You could have some members that are, kind of gadflies, or are giving the leadership trouble on individual issues.
So why a Republican supermajority is in play is due to the GOP-drawn maps approved by the courts. In our interview, Evers says he has no plans to challenge the maps, saying he's ready to move on and focus on his race. Democratic-drawn maps will be in place for the congressional races this fall.
Will, thank you. Let's get a look now at your certified most accurate forecast. Chief Meteorologist Gary Canolti is on the weather patio. Gary?
Yesterday at this time we had rain. Today, bright sunshine and mild conditions. Let's take a look at visible cloud track. You can see sunshine through much of southern and central Wisconsin. That's helped temperatures up quite a bit. Doppler track right now, free of precipitation across the state. Low temperatures this morning. We had cloud cover last night, so that held temperatures up. 45 is the low in Madison. Most areas stayed in the 40s, but current temperatures are in the middle to upper 60s. Madison right now at 66 degrees, and those temperatures have been in the upper 60s earlier this afternoon. By tomorrow morning, we'll be back down to around 40 with showers developing by morning. Tomorrow, we'll see showers, perhaps a few thunderstorms. The high of 52 probably not occurring until just before midnight, so it'll still be in the upper 40s at this time. But a warmer day is on the way for Saturday, followed by thunderstorms for Saturday night. I'll have more on the weekend forecast in just a few minutes.
Gary, thank you. A baby's death, missing parents, and a $500 signature bond. The Dane County community is in shock after police revealed earlier this week that they are still hunting for two people charged in a baby's death in 2020.
A News 3 Investigates review finds their release conditions were set at the lowest in the state for all similar cases that year. Investigative reporter Naomi Coles has more.
I dug into 2 metrics to compare how Dane County's decision in this case stacked up around other counties throughout Wisconsin. I looked at every first-degree reckless homicide case in Wisconsin in 2020. But because a lot of those cases aren't direct comparisons to this one, I also looked at child deaths from abuse or neglect that resulted in criminal charges. Under both metrics, Dane County's $500 signature bond stood alone, the lowest bar for release.
But I will tell you, as someone who spent a large portion of my career actually investigating child deaths, these were the cases that I dedicated basically my life to. And so to hear that the bail was so low, it's certainly disappointing. I think there's been a lot of public reaction and anger to this case, and they want to see those persons have their day in court, and I believe I do as well.
I talked to both District Attorney Ishmael Ozan and presiding criminal judge John Hyland over email about this. A reminder, cash bail amounts under Wisconsin law can only be set in a way that best ensures a person's return to court. Both Hyland and Ozan cautioned different or higher bond conditions wouldn't necessarily have changed the outcome here. And Hyland said that Dane County's heavy reliance on signature bonds has been largely successful. The full investigation tonight at 6 o'clock. In Madison for News 3 Now, I'm Naomi Coles.
President Biden announced new funding for Ukraine today after Russia launched a heightened assault in the eastern part of the country. Natalie Brand has more.
Good morning, everyone.
Calling it a critical window of time ahead of the next phase of the war in Ukraine, President Biden says another $800 million worth of defense assistance is on the way.
Now we have to accelerate that assistance package to help prepare Ukraine for Russia's offensive that's going to be more limited in terms of geography, but not in terms of brutality.
Among the weapons being sent, 72 howitzers, ammunition, tactical drones, and vehicles. The president also said the U.S. has provided 10 anti-armor systems for every one Russian tank in Ukraine.
We won't always be able to advertise everything that our partners are doing to support Ukraine in its fight for freedom, but to modernize Teddy Roosevelt's famous advice, sometimes we will speak softly and carry a large javelin, because we're sending a lot of those in as well.
President Biden also said he'll ask Congress for more money next week to keep weapons flowing into Ukraine without interruption.
We have the capacity to do this for a long time.
In the besieged city of Mariupol, Ukrainian civilians and soldiers remain inside a steel plant surrounded by Russian forces. President Putin is now ordering his troops to block it so, quote, not even a fly can get through. 12 miles west of Mariupol, new satellite images show more than 200 mass graves. They started appearing March 23rd and have expanded this month. There are reports Russian soldiers are burying bodies here of people killed in Mariupol. Natalie Brand, CBS News, the White House.
President Biden also announced a new program, Unite for Ukraine, that'll bring Ukrainian refugees to the United States. Right now, the University of Cal Berkeley under lockdown for a potential threat. Campus police say they're looking for a person who's trying to hurt specific people. School officials say the suspect was recently placed on interim suspension for threatening behavior. In-person classes were canceled. All campus facilities are closed until further notice.
Dozens of students at Richland Center High School walked out in protest last month after a teacher was let go from the school. Today, we're learning what led to the district's decision. The district released a summary of complaints against Mark Chambers, claiming he was consistently oppositional with management, divisive, and at times unethical. The district also claims Chambers intentionally violated the law after admitting to using district technology to go through numerous students' records. Chambers has said it was not his intent to be confrontational and suggested in-service training to help district employees better understand records laws. You can find an in-depth look at the complaint at channel3000.com.
Habitat for Humanity of Dane County has finished its first home in Sun Prairie's Town Hall Crossing. Nestled on Sun Prairie's east side, the crossing is the largest project in state habitat history. It sits on 62 acres. It'll feature 118 single-family homes, 40% of which will be built by Habitat.
The kids and I have somewhere that we can move into right away, so that really is very special to me. I'm really grateful for that.
Ashley and her 3 children will soon move into the home. The neighborhood made possible by a $250,000 donation from the CUNA Mutual Group Foundation. Ahead of Earth Day, SSM Health and News 3 Now teaming up to create a healthier community for kids. The campaign is called Time for Kids, Keys for Health. The event kicked off this afternoon at Lunny Lake Farm County Park in Madison and also Badger Prairie Park in Verona. Families spent time exploring the parks with a scavenger hunt and other educational Earth Day events.
We know that it takes a village to make for healthy and happy kids. So we're really looking forward to a lot of really fun events out in the parks and different areas in the community coming forth this year.
Families also got to choose a shrub, a birdhouse, or a seed kit to take home with them in honor of Earth Day. And next at 5, problems are piling up for airports across the country.
They're still dealing with staff shortages and now confusion about the travel mask mandate. Find out which airlines are dropping the mandate after the break. And then coming up at 6, it's a growing environmental movement, but is No Mow May right for you? We'll find out at 6.
And another down day with the markets. The Dow tumbling more than 368 points. The Nasdaq falls more than 278. The S&P off 66. And we'll be right back.
Wow! Look what $1 buys right now at Furniture and Appliance Mart. It's the first time we're offering savings up to 40% off, plus 60-month special financing, plus no money down on in-stock items. Only at Furniture and Appliance Mart inside Ashley off the Beltline in East Springs Drive.
Have you envisioned a beautiful modern kitchen for your home? Choose from either Cascade or Frosty White, perhaps a wood tone such as Oak Gray or Summer Flame. Mad City is Wisconsin's #1 remodeler and trusted local source for kitchen cabinet refacing. Avoid a lengthy remodel, stay under budget, and transform your kitchen in as little as 2 days. And now it's our spring blowout sale. Save $750 on a cabinet refacing project with interest-free financing for 12 months and get a $100 Target gift card with purchase. Senior and military discounts are available, but call during this program and we'll double your savings. Save $1,500 on a cabinet refacing project with 24 months interest-free financing and double it to a $200 Target gift card with purchase. From Madison throughout South Central Wisconsin, call 608-298-5383. That's 608-298-5383.
How do you use your energy? Fueling your drive to deliver hope for neighbors in need? At Alliant Energy, we're creating more clean, renewable energy every single day to power what matters to you. Alliant Energy, powering beyond.
It's time. Get back to your health and fitness goals by joining Anytime Fitness for just $1. Now through May 2nd. Get a coach, get going, get fit. Join Anytime Fitness for just $1. Now through May 2nd. Hurry in today.
Refresh your home this spring with the perfect door update from Menards. Choose from the best in-stock selection of Mastercraft doors or design your door your way with our door designer. And get free shipping to the store in approximately 7 days. Let fresh air in this spring while keeping bugs out with a durable and easy-to-install replacement screen. Get 11% off all replacement screen and Mastercraft doors now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Wow, look what $1 buys right now at Ashley. Get a Tempur-Pedic or Purple mattress for $1 a day. Guaranteed delivery within 5 days on all in-stock mattresses. 60-month special financing, plus no money down. Only at Ashley.
Tonight at 6 o'clock, a dead baby, missing parents, and a $500 signature bond. How Dane County set the lowest bar for release in the state in a reckless homicide.
SSM Health celebrates Earth Day. Join us April 21st from 3 to 6 p.m. There's something to do for the whole family, including a scavenger hunt, face painting, and a planter seed to take home. We'll see you Thursday at one of these locations. You're watching News 3 Now at 5.
Farmers need to be on the lookout for potential hackers. That is according to a warning from the FBI. Officials say cyber criminals might go after agriculture cooperatives during planting and harvesting seasons, believing they could be more vulnerable and willing to pay off the extortion. The FBI says 6 grain companies were targeted last fall. 2 others have already been attacked this year. In a public advisory, federal officials say a major disruption of grain production would impact the entire food chain. They're calling on farmers to take defensive measures against the potential threat. Florida leaders have passed a bill to dissolve a private government that Disney World has been allowed to operate on its properties for more than 50 years. House lawmakers approved the measure this morning, a victory for Republican Governor Ron DeSantis. The bill would eliminate the self-governed districts by next June, but it would allow allow them to be reestablished in the future. DeSantis has been feuding with the entertainment giant since it publicly declared its opposition to Florida's recently passed Don't Say Gay bill.
The Biden administration extending its requirement for all non-U.S. citizens entering the U.S. to be fully vaccinated while trying to reinstate the transportation mask mandate now. A federal judge in Florida struck down the CDC mask requirement on airplanes, trains, and buses on Monday, leading all major airlines to make masks optional on flights. It's an issue of real concern for travelers like Brian Vastag, who has an autoimmune disorder.
I am constantly assessing my risk. I'm not going to know, is there somebody on the plane who's sick right now?
Well, the Omicron BA.2 subvariant now makes up about 75% of new cases in the U.S. Also today, the FAA says it will make its zero-tolerance policy against unruly passengers permanent. And from staffing shortages, increased demand, and now the end of the federal mask mandate, airlines do have a lot to juggle right now.
So which airlines are making masks optional and which ones are planning to slash flights? In today's Consumer Watch, a closer look at the latest challenges to your next flight.
In the middle of a spring break travel surge, airlines are dealing with sudden and sweeping changes, from staffing shortages to now maskless flights.
There should be a more orderly transfer, and we're really concerned about the chaos that this created.
A 14-month-long federal mask mandate that required masks on board planes and other forms of public transportation has ended, and a growing list of U.S. airlines are now making masks optional, including Delta, American, United, Southwest, Alaska, and JetBlue.
Masks will be optional this evening.
The Association of Flight Attendants is praising the move, but worries about the work it may create segregating the masked who don't want to be with the unmasked.
This is going to create a situation where flight attendants are essentially creating the smoking and non-smoking sections on the planes like we used to.
This comes as airlines are canceling flights due to major staffing shortages. Earlier this month, Southwest's pilots union released a statement saying pilots are suffering from an epidemic of fatigue as the airline looks to hire new pilots.
Retention is becoming an issue as we see pilots take the first offer they get, but then get other offers and leave.
JetBlue Airlines said it's trimming flights by up to 10% this summer, and Alaska Airlines plans to trim its flight schedules by 2% through June. Delta pilots say they're being pushed to the limit on a regular basis.
Longer days with shorter nights at home, shorter layovers, and our pilots are tired and fatigued.
Delta says it's looking to hire 200 new pilots each month. For today's Consumer Watch, I'm Jen Sullivan.
And with a huge summer travel season on the horizon, the CDC remains firm on its guidance, telling travelers to continue to wear masks, even in the absence of a federal mandate. A summertime favorite returns for its 6th season today. The Beer Garden at Old Brook Park is now open for business. Visitors can enjoy a variety of beer, brats, and other goods until 10 o'clock tonight. You can find more information on the Beer Garden's Facebook page.
Well, we like to see the weather we're enjoying today. A look at your certified most accurate forecast with Gary.
Here today, gone tomorrow. 3 things you need to know in the forecast. We're back to more showers, cooler weather for tomorrow. Temperatures will stay in the 40s for much of the day, and we could even see some afternoon and evening thunderstorms. Then that's followed by a big warm-up on Saturday. Winds pick up out of the south. Temperatures climb to the upper 70s to around 80 degrees, and then boom, those temperatures start falling back down again early next week. We'll see below normal temperatures beginning on Monday and lasting through at least Friday of next week, if not through next weekend. Doppler track right now, pretty quiet across much of the upper Midwest. The air pretty dry, and that's why we warmed up quickly today. But tomorrow the moisture starts coming back. We'll see some thunderstorms. And tomorrow, late tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow evening, there's an outside chance for an isolated severe thunderstorm across much of Wisconsin. Storm Prediction Center has a marginal risk or a level 1 risk, mainly for hail. Temperatures will be in the upper 40s to around 50. That's not really conducive for severe weather, except the fact that it's going to be very unstable aloft, and you could get hailstones that punch down through that colder air near the ground. On Saturday, will be windy and warm with temperatures up around 80, but the severe weather threat will be highest to the west of us along a cold front. By the time that front reaches us, it'll be late Saturday night or early on Sunday morning, so the storms will be weakening. That's why the severe weather threat is expected to diminish as it pushes eastward. We'll have to keep an eye out to see whether or not there could be an isolated strong to severe storm at least Saturday evening. Rainfall pretty beneficial. Not too much, not too little, about 1/4 to 1/2 inch for the rain that will fall tomorrow into tomorrow night, and then perhaps another 1/4 to 1/2 inch as we head from Saturday night into Sunday morning. So you total that all up, most areas will see between about 3/4 of an inch and an inch of rain. High temperatures over the next 10 days. Can that big jump up in temperatures on Saturday, and then temperatures staying below normal for much of next week. And in fact, the Climate Prediction Center 6 to 10 day temperature outlook going into the first part of May, calling for below normal temperatures with the highest probabilities just to our east, warmer than normal weather out west. The 8 to 14 day or the monthly temperature outlook for the month of May just released today, calling for below normal temperatures across our part of the Midwest, above normal temperatures to our south and to our southwest. And the new month or a seasonal outlook for May, June, and July calls for equal chances of above or below normal temperatures in our part of the country, but notice much of the rest of the nation expecting to see above normal temperatures. So this trend will continue for a while longer, as it appears now. Temperatures right now, nice in southern Wisconsin. They cool off pretty quickly to our north. To our south, temperatures a little more seasonal. But as we look at weather track, the jet stream has pushed to the north. It is almost right over us. So that's the dividing line between the colder air to the north, the warmer air to the south. We'll be on that dividing zone over the next couple of days. Tomorrow, that jet stream sinks a little bit to the south. High of 52, breezy and cooler. Showers, perhaps a few thunderstorms in the afternoon and evening. On future track, clear skies this evening will give way to clouds by early tomorrow morning, along with some showers. We'll see some showers, perhaps a few thunderstorms during the day tomorrow into tomorrow evening. Then as that warm front lifts northward, notice the wind shift to the south. By Saturday morning, we're already around 60, and temperatures climb into the mid to upper 70s by late Saturday afternoon, with rainfall amounts again about 1/4 to 1/2 inch tomorrow and tomorrow night, and maybe another 1/4 to 1/2 inch as we head from Saturday night into Sunday. Look for temperatures to be in the mid-60s on Sunday, but that'll be midday with temperatures holding steady in the afternoon, and then the colder air arrives. At least it'll be dry, but temperatures drop into the 40s for Tuesday and Wednesday, struggle back up into the 50s for the rest of the week. As we take a look at first warn traffic right now, this is the view of the Beltline at Fish Hatchery Road. Notice traffic moving pretty slowly, especially on the eastbound side of the Beltline. Right now, delays from around Monona Drive all the way back to around Verona Road, especially through the construction zone around Todd Drive. A little bit of a slowdown in the westbound direction. Right now, almost a half hour on the eastbound Beltline between University Avenue and Interstate, about 18 minutes back in the westbound direction. Heading out of Madison, 26 minutes from the Beltline to Janesville on I-3990, 16 minutes from Middleton to Sauk City on US 12, and 17 minutes downtown to Sun Prairie, East Washington Avenue, and US 151. That's your News 3 Now First Warn traffic.
Gary, thank you. And coming up, protecting the environment after life, how funerals are going green. That's next at 5.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Vitense Golfland offers 2 golf and multi-sport simulator suites. Play great golf courses with unmatched viewing clarity. Play different sports such as football and soccer. Have fun with Zombie Ball. Vitense Golfland provides simulator fun for everyone.
Bring your dream kitchen to life with cabinet refacing from Mad City Kitchens.
My mom even came over and she loved it. She's like, I can't wait to come in here more often and just more cooking and baking. Because she remembers the first kitchen, she was like, this needs to get redone.
Choose new cabinet colors, hardware options, and countertops installed in as little as 2 days. And now it's our spring blowout sale. Save $750 on a cabinet refacing project with interest-free financing for 12 months and get a $100 Target gift card with purchase. Senior and military discounts are available, but call during this program and we'll double your savings. Save $1,500 on a cabinet refacing project with 24 months interest-free financing and double it to a $200 Target gift card with purchase. From Madison throughout South Central Wisconsin, call 608-298-5383. That's 608-298-5383.
Double up on savings exclusively at Grand Appliance during the Spring Savings Double Up Sale. Get double rebates on select purchases of our most popular appliance and grill brands and unbeatable package deals. Like this Frigidaire 4-piece kitchen with counter depth refrigerator for just $23.92. Or this LG 4-piece kitchen for just $29.36. Shop your local showroom or grandappliance.com. Grand Appliance. You make it home, we make it grand.
Some numbers are inspiring, some playful, some worth celebrating. After an accident, there's one critical number that helps you get your life back by factoring in your needs for today and tomorrow. That's where Habish and Rotier's numbers really add up. With over 90 years of client successes and 13 offices to help you wherever you are. No other personal injury law firm is better suited to get the amount that's right for you.
When you drive a Honda, the adventures go on and on. Follow your adventures with the rugged power of Honda, the brand owners are calling the most fun to drive. Hurry into a local Honda dealer where new vehicles are arriving daily.
Vitense Golfland offers an outdoor golf range practice and entertainment experience for all ages. Golf suites with 36 covered and heated tee areas are equipped with free top tracer. Grill and bar items are served directly to your golf suite. Enjoy sweet fun at Vitense Golfland.
You're watching News 3 Now at 5.
When we think of protecting the environment, we think of recycling or conserving water, all things that we do while alive.
Yeah, but did you know you can actually help the environment after life? Danya Backus explains.
She was very strong and put up a really good fight.
Donna Augusto lost her mother to bladder cancer last April.
I knew that she wanted to be cremated and have some of her remains spread with my father's remains.
Instead of a traditional cremation, Donna decided to go with an eco-friendly water cremation, or aquamation. It combines warm water and an alkali solution to decompose the body.
It does not put any emissions into the air.
Phil Berrick is the president of White Rose Aqua Cremation in Escondido, California. He says water cremation uses 90% less energy than flame cremation.
How do people get ashes from this process?
At the end of this process, you still have the bones. The bones are then run through a processing machine that basically turns it into a very fine powder.
Aquamation is just one approach to environmentally friendly burials. Some people want to give directly to the earth by turning their body into compost.
What body composting is a managed biological process that occurs inside of a vessel.
Seth Vidal is the manager of the Natural Funeral in Lafayette, Colorado. Colorado, Oregon, and Washington are the 3 states where body composting is legal. The funeral home built a chrysalis composting vessel that turns remains into soil.
And inside that vessel, we place wood chips, alfalfa, straw, and then a microbial brew of both bacteria and fungal agents. And over the course of about 4 to 6 months, the body, along with those other organic bulking agents, are converted into a beautiful, rich, living soil.
The soil is then given to the family or donated to sanctioned farms. Vidal says most of his clients want to give back to the earth as their final act, a way to protect the environment after life. Danya Backus, CBS News, Escondido, California.
A pretty interesting story. We'll have a final check of your firstborn forecast in just a moment.
You're watching Madison's fastest growing newscast. News 3 Now at 5.
When cleaning your air ducts, it's important to clean the entire system. And air duct cleaning from Stanley Steamer removes pounds of trapped dirt, dust, and allergens from your home completely. Call today for a free inspection.
Stanley Steamer gets your home cleaner.
Ready for a kitchen update? For award-winning service, high-quality products, and the best warranties around, call Mad City. More than 50,000 satisfied customers. Family-owned and operated. A+ rated with the BBB. We'll save you time and money with cabinet refacing, plus add soft close doors and drawers, countertops, and a new sink installed in as little as 2 days. And now it's our spring blowout sale. Save $750 with interest-free financing for 12 months and receive a $100 Target gift card with purchase. Senior and military discounts are available. Plus, last chance to call during this program and double your savings. Save $1,500 on a cabinet refacing project. 24 months interest-free financing, and double it to a $200 Target gift card with purchase. From Madison throughout South Central Wisconsin, call 608-298-5383. That's 608-298-5383.
We're not just massage envy. We're also facials that get your skin glowing envy. We're talking, dang girl, you look good kind of envy.
All right, tell me your secret and lunch is on me.
How does she do it envy?
So what's going on with this?
That's because a regular massage envy facial routine is an amazing way to look and feel better. For that, I still got it going on kind of a feeling.
Must be good genes.
This Mother's Day, buy one 60-minute facial session and get a second session free. Massage Envy Facials, where better begins.
There are so many things we take for granted, and along with them, sometimes we take the people who depend on them for granted too. How can they survive with record increases in their basic cost of living? And through no fault of their own, they're being left behind. If you or someone you know needs a hand up, our energy, water, and emergency rental assistance providers are working together to keep you safely in your home. You may not ask for it, but we're here to help.
For decades, Washington politicians have promised to lower the cost of prescription drugs. But every year the prices go up. Why? Because Republicans like Ron Johnson, and let's be honest, too many Democrats don't have the guts to stand up to the pharmaceutical companies. I'm Sarah Godlewski, and I will. I want to bring practical solutions to Washington. That's what I've done as state treasurer. I'm Sarah Godlewski, and the big drug companies may not approve this message, but I do.
The Stanley Steamer started with one man, a van, and a whole lot of carpet. We've been innovating for a long time. Stanley Steamer now goes beyond carpet. Schedule a cleaning today.
We've got a lot of news to cover tonight. President Biden promises to speak softly and carry a large javelin as he unveils $800 million in new weapons and aid to Ukraine. Plus, what we're learning about 7 mysterious deaths tied to a U.S. aircraft carrier in 1 year. And Florida's face-off with Disney. Lawmakers in the Sunshine State vote to strip Disney of its special tax status in a fallout over the state's Don't Say Gay bill. But why the taxpayers could be the ones who end up paying the price. That's all coming up here on the CBS Evening News.
And Gary now, final check of the forecast.
Well, take a look at this view from the Edgewater Sky Cam. Doesn't that look nice? Look at the radar. Not a drop of rain across Wisconsin. That's going to look a lot different this time tomorrow. 66 right now. That's going to look different, probably about 20 degrees cooler. Look for some showers developing late tonight. Temperatures staying in the 40s much of the day tomorrow. The high of 52, probably not until about midnight.
Well, we're back in 30 minutes. More updates on News 3 Now at 6. Stay tuned now for the CBS Evening News.